are watching the replay, I say welcome to you as well. And today I'm going to talk about 3 phases of branding yourself, the 3 phases of branding yourself. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Crystal Benford. I am a brand designer. I am the owner of Zeely Creative, that's Zeely, Zeely Creative Brand Studio. I am an award-winning singer and songwriter. And I love sharing information with entrepreneurs and small business owners in how to be profitable by building your brand successfully and by building your website successfully. And any business tips that I can offer, I try to offer them even if I'm just learning them myself. I want everyone to be successful in their businesses. So today's topic is the 3 phases of branding yourself. The 3 phases of branding yourself. So number one, numero uno, okay, we have clarified the vision. We have to clarify our vision. It is imperative that when we are starting a business, or either if we are the brand, which we're always going to be the brand first, but whether we're starting a business or whether you're branding yourself as an expert in something, you always want to make sure that you are clear on the topic, that you are clear on the vision. What is the vision? The vision is what you see yourself as, what you see your business as, what direction you want it to go in. The vision means that there is something that you see in your mind's eye that is not just what is in front of you today, but where you see that going. And those two things need to be able to meet, is that vision, having that vision in place so that you know what direction your ship is going. We have to understand what our vision is. Before you can tell anybody you're an expert or something, before you can tell anyone what you are trying to build a business on, before you can do any of that, we first need to write the vision and make it plain. That's the word. Okay, so clarify your vision. Where do you see yourself going? And this is to yourself. You're not telling anyone yet. You need to get this understanding within yourself first, because you as the leader, you as the driver of the truck, the brand, you as the ship's captain of your brand, you need to know what direction you want your vision, this baby, to go into. So clarify your vision. That's the number one phase that we need to do when we're branding ourselves or when we're branding a business. Number two, the number two thing is identify your brand personality. So once you understand the direction you want to go in, once you understand what you want your business to do, how it's going to help people, this is all under your vision, then it's time to identify what is my brand personality. Just like we as individuals have a personality, our brand has a personality. Even if you are branding a business, whether it is an online business, a brick and mortar, you offer services or products, you want to be able to identify your brand personality. Just like people, the personalities that you can choose from can be, is your brand personality? Is it bold and bright? Is it conservative? Is it dark and humorous? Like dark humor or dark comedy? Is it edgy? What is your brand personality? A lot of times our brand personality starts with us, being that we're the brand first. It starts with us. You don't want to start a business, okay, and then try to brand it separately from who you are. You want it to be a representative, an extension of who you are. And in order to do that, you want to make sure that you are clear on who you are, which we did number one, which is your vision. And we need to understand that our brand has a personality. This is what people are going to come into contact with. This is what they're going to get. Okay, this is what, like, think about it. When you meet someone, what is usually the first impression that they get from you when they meet you? Are you dry? Are you humorless? Are you joking all the time? Are you lovey, where you like to hug on people every time you meet them? You know, I'm one of those people, I love to hug on and love on people. But you know, what type of personality does your brand have? And it's usually going to be close to, or it needs to exude, it needs to really rein into who you are, because you want to make sure that everything moving forward, once you identify your brand personality, that everything moving forward is in alignment to that tone, alignment to that personality. It all represents you. Now, for those of you that are branding businesses that are completely, you know, you're not, it's just not you as the business, you're not a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, but you actually have a team, then it's still going to have your personality, but in your vision statement and what you write about your vision, it's still going to show you the type of personality that brand has to have, even though it's not based all on you. And the reason being is because everyone that works up under you, everyone that comes into partnership with you, they all need to exude that personality, and it needs to go through your marketing and your branding, like in everything. That personality needs to be expressed on all levels, okay? That's your brand personality. And like I said, you as the owner of the company, you as the brand itself, whether you're the brand itself or you're branding a company, it needs to be true to who you are. Don't try to be something that you're not, because you're always going to seep out. And so we want to embrace who we are, no matter how God made us. We want to embrace who we are and embrace our personality and put that into our personal branding, and put that into even our business branding, so that it's true across the board and that there are no miscommunications later on. And the third phase of branding yourself is your introduction. This is the one thing, I will be transparent and honest, that I was a secret entrepreneur. I was a secret business owner, because most people know me as a singer, as a minister. That's what the majority of my tribe knows me as. So when I started into the other creative side of what God has already put in me, and I started into the digital design, and then from there I moved from the marketing, and then from the marketing aspect I moved into the branding aspect, I was private. I did not introduce myself that, hey guys, this is what I do. This is another part of me. Instead, I thought that saying that I do something else was going to be a mask or an imposter of what everybody else knew me as. But like we all know, you have to understand that you are more than that one thing. If you are a CEO, you are more than a CEO. Just like how a CEO can be a father, a son, and a husband, or either a mother, a wife, and a daughter, just like that, you have other parts of you as well. And so when you have other parts of you, you don't want to hide the other parts, because the majority of your tribe and the majority of your people know you as something different. You never want to do that. You always want to be true to who you are. And in order to do that, you need to embrace who you are. And when you do, and when you come out with your business, or you come out and saying that I do this as an expertise, this is my brand, and I have multiple levels of this brand, and this is the one thing I'm focusing on now, then that's when you need to make your introduction. You need to make your introduction. Don't be like me, how I was in the beginning, where I was quiet. Nobody knew that I had this amazing gift outside of my singing and stuff and ministry. Nobody knew that, because I did not tell them, because of that imposter syndrome. And I've talked about that before. But because of that imposter syndrome, I thought that showing this other side of me was going to muddy or diminish the side that everybody knew. No. Introduce yourself as the expert that you are, even if that's something that is slightly different, or even totally different from what everybody already knows you as. Introduce that. People are not going to know. People do not have telepathy. They are not going to know that you have another special set of skills, like the man said in Taken. I have a certain special set of skills, and I will find you. Right. We don't want to be hiding that to ourselves, and nobody everybody knows what we do, and then we don't understand why our businesses are not successful. Because as look, we can talk. I could do another video about this. But when you're starting to market yourself and brand yourself, you want to do it to your hot and warm market first. Okay, that's who you want to do it to, the people that already know you. But if even the people that don't already know you know that you have this other side of yourself, guess what's going to happen? You are going to struggle as a business owner, number one, and number two, you're going to feel like you're leading two double lives, or leading a double life. You're this over here and you're this over there. And so I even had to understand that, no, don't separate the two. I had my friend Kelly is on here. I had Kelly tell me, my husband told me, and I actually had a couple of other friends tell me a couple of years ago, you don't brand yourself as something completely different. You have multiple layers like an onion. You have multiple layers, but embrace whatever you are focusing on now that is a part of your skill set, that is a part of your expertise. Introduce it. Let people know that you have this special gift, okay, outside of what they know you about. Know it, because think about it. If you work a full-time job, you're not that employee at that full-time job. No, there are other parts of you that you do very well that most people don't even get to show at their full-time job. So introductions are imperative when you are branding yourself, when you are branding even your business. Introductions are imperative, and do it to the people that already know you. Okay, so that is the three phases of branding yourself, and I would say even your company. Number one, to recap, is clarify your vision. Okay. Number two, identify your brand personality. This should not be something completely different than who you already are. And number three, introduce yourself as the expert that you are. Even if your tribe knows you as something completely different, but you know that you're gifted in this and you're trying to move forward in this as a business. Introductions are key. So I hope that helped you today. Today was a short one. I want to make it short and sweet, give you some good tips. Make sure that you save this when I put it on IGTV. And for those of you looking that need a little bit help branding yourself, get my free e-course called The Brand Reboot. It is the second link, I think. Yeah, the first and second link in my link tree on any social media platform that you're on. And feel free to DM me any questions. I would love to be of service to you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And for those of you, some of you might still be in your morning, but have a wonderful rest of your day. I pray blessings and peace over your businesses. I pray blessings and peace over your ministry, and that they will both be profitable, and that you would move in your design calling that God created you to do. Have a wonderful Wednesday, guys. See you tomorrow. I'll be live at 12:05. I'm Crystal Benford. Bye.